commercial break, Doug Marrone decided that he's going to challenge where they spotted that football. If you watch Robinson, he stays upright, but is there a definitive look to see where the ball is when he's officially down to reverse the call, which is, at the moment, a yard short?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the question, but the big play that Minshew missed, and really just an excellent call. They brought pressure, and the Jaguars had a good look. You can see Minshew, he gives enough shoulder turn right there that gets Noah Igbenogany, the rookie, to bite. Number 23, he bites on this, and he's expecting the ball to come out quick. Now, a lot of times as a quarterback, you have to get the ball up early, and you're not sure if the guy's bit on the play or not. And so it looks like just a terrible overthrow, but he had plenty of time to see that he was wide open.
The runner was short of the line of game. Therefore, Jacksonville loses the challenge and is charged a timeout. It's first down, Miami.
Yeah, so that would have been a touchdown that would have cut the game to 14 points. With still a lot of time in this game, and Doug Marrone, he really, Joe, we didn't think he was going to win that challenge. It really was not a clear look, but at this point in the game, he didn't have really much of a choice but to see that he could challenge it. Maybe, hopefully, there was something that they might see that no one else had.
Jaguars won a challenge earlier, so they are out of challenges for the rest of the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Down to 2 timeouts.
Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right away.
From the 23, play action from Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. That'll be the first of the year for Josh Allen.
Wow, that was a gift wrap right there by Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's outside the pocket, and for a veteran quarterback to know that he can just simply throw it away and not take the sack, just get rid of it right there, and Josh Allen gets his first.
10.5 as a rookie last year. And this was the #1 defense in the NFL in 2017 and 18. You have the nickname Saxonville, #1 pass defense. Different looking group now. Here's a handoff to Breida. And no gain. Avery Jones, who is one of the few holdovers for this team. He's the longest tenured Jaguar for a team that went to the AFC Championship game at the end of the 2017 season.
You know, going back to that first down play by Fitzpatrick, I mean, the guy's such a veteran player that the only thing I can think of as to why he didn't get rid of the football was, I was a little surprised they came out and were going to throw it on first down anyway, but maybe he just says, hey, I'm going to take the sack and keep the clock running. I mean, that'd be about the only reason why he wouldn't have thrown that away.
3rd down and 14 now. Pass is caught by Gaskin. It's 4th down. The series started with a sack. It ends with that little 3-yard gain, and back to the sideline goes the Miami offense.
Well, we've talked about it throughout this game that Jacksonville is just having a hard time with big plays, and now down 21 points in 12 minutes and counting, that, you know, it's time. They're going to have to start being a lot more aggressive than they have been and try to press the issue a little bit.
Speedier return man back there, Westbrook. Low punt, Westbrook, full head of steam as he made that catch. And to the 49-yard line he goes. Pretty good return of 9 yards after just a 38-yard punt. For 12 to go. Big hill to climb for this Jaguar offense. And Gardner Minshew.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
It all comes down to this. The Energizer Bunny gets the snap. Nothing outlasts Energizer Ultimate Lithium. According to local building codes, fences can have a maximum height of 96 inches.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Food for thought. Let's with the home team. Did you know Geico is now offering an extra 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies?
That's great.
So what are you waiting for? John Stamos to hit you with scarf. I'll finish, G. Enjoy.
Thank you. So soft.
Save an extra 15% when you switch by October 7th. There's a name for the experience that brings you this close to the action.
Yes, Spinny Camp.
Actually, it's called True View. A new perspective on football. Are you sure it's not the Spinny Camp? Yes, I'm sure.
I do my
He's got the ball, looking downfield. He's going to have to hit with a tiny track. Look at him tiptoe free. Oh, what a spin move. This jab will not be denied. It's already in bed. Campbell's trickles too. Then he's like a wheel.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And
What the fuck, bro?
Our new McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets are just the right amount of spicy. A medium Sprite kind of spicy. But if you get the mighty hot sauce, well, good luck.
and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter.
NFL Network, we're here for Thursday. We're here for Gordon's revival and Darnold's potential for Broncos.
The pass is caught.
Jets.
I mean, how good is that?
Thursday Night Football. Next Thursday at 8, only on NFL Network.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football, presented by Bud Light Platinum. Jacksonville with the ball down by 21. They're at their own 49. They have just one play of 20 more yards. A 24-yard catch and run by James Robinson. That's it. Longest catch by a wide receiver is just 16 yards, playing without DJ Chark, while the Dolphins play without high-priced corner Byron Jones out with a groin injury as Thompson here gets 8.
Well, Byron Jones is a good corner, and he's perfect for this scheme. He went down early last week, and I'm not sure it would have made a whole lot of a difference even if he had played in that one. So what they've done tonight without him.
Here's a flip. That's an incomplete pass. As O'Shaughnessy was out there in front of Minshew. 3rd and 2.
You know, we talked about it a little bit earlier, Joe, with Noah Igbenogany, the rookie, and the disservice that was really done to him on Sunday and having to try to cover Stephon Diggs. And it was a tough day. And tonight, they're playing left and right side. I mean, they have not matched up. Even when they've been in man, they've stayed on their side, manned up, and they've played zone, and they've played soft, and they've really changed some of the things that they were doing on Sunday, and they've benefited from it.
First down catch is made by Conley.
I really thought coming into this game that based on what I had seen, that this was going to be a tough matchup for Miami with these receivers. Now, I thought DJ Chark was going to be playing, but even without him, I thought it was going to be a tough matchup, but they have held up well.
There's Thompson. Breaks one tackle. Cannot break the tackle of Camus Hill. 8 of 6.
Yeah, you had said Chris Thompson, man, there was a time, you know, he had so many injuries, and there was some years where he was really rolling, and then he'd get hurt. That's been a problem for him, but he was as good as there was. It can be if he's healthy, coming out of the backfield.
Another first down. This is the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Over 10 to go as Jacksonville has its most promising drive since the first half being put together right now.
Yeah, and if they're able to come away with a touchdown here on this drive and do it here pretty quickly, at least they can put a little bit of pressure on Miami.
Here's Thompson. Breaks tackles. Let's see where they mark him. A yard short of a first down. Eric Rowe missed a tackle, and Thompson just went on down the sideline.
Tell you what, as a defensive head coach, Brian Flores is not going to be happy about this in the film room. There's two guys that had an opportunity initially to make a play for not much of a gain.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
watch Chris Thompson here. See, here's Xavier Howard. You know, they're staying put. They have been all night.
Pass is caught for the first down. That's Eifert. 5-yard pickup, first and goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive.
Buggy night in Jacksonville, and the Jaguars just trying to pick up the pace.
Here's Eifert. Keep an eye on him down here in the red zone.
When he scored points, it's a whole lot
Pass
better
is broken up.
fix things up.
Good throw. It was there for Johnson, but Igbenogany knocked it away. Good play by the rookie.
Yeah, well, he got his hand up anyway. You see that he never gets turned. Just off the fingertips there of Johnson.
So Igbenogany was third first-round draft pick by the Dolphins this past draft, working against Colin Johnson, a fifth-round pick from Texas. Minshew pass is caught by Westbrook, short of the goal line as Bobby McCain came up to make the stop. It's third down and goal.
He's playing soft. Let him catch the ball, come up, make a play. This is a defense that has had problems down here. Giving up over 80% touchdown inside the red zone coming into this game. Help their cause if they're able to make a stop.
Minshew floats, pass is incomplete for the flag. Westbrook involved with Tay Hayes, who was just brought up from the practice squad.
Pass interference. Defense number 30. Foul occurred in the end zone by rule. The ball is placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It didn't look to me like Westbrook was kind of grabbing him. And right. I don't know. I don't see enough of it. We had Mike on to start this game talking about the officials not throwing. I agree that they kind of let these guys play in a lot of ways. I'm surprised with that.
Steam touchdown, James Robinson. And that one may require another look. A 1-yard touchdown run. At the moment, it's a 15-point game. Let's make sure the knees were still up, the shins were still up. And Robinson went down low to get in.
Hey, Raekwon Davis, he just puts back Shatley right here in the middle of the center. And usually when you get that kind of a push from your defensive front, you're going to have a hard time punching it in. But he was able to get in behind it, and he's in.
The hand does not put him down by contact. And for this undrafted rookie, James Robinson, 129 scrimmage yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. He looks legit. Extra point is no good. Brandon Wright misses the extra point. This stays a 15-point game in Jacksonville. Fourth quarter, 9:03 left.
Active and bold, courageous or dull, emotions that flow. It all starts in your gut. Naughty with pride, probiotics inside is yummy flavors. From A to Z, your gut is where it all begins. Start with Activia with billions of probiotics.
You know how we coming up for nothing night?
Wonderful mustachios. Get your protein. Cleaner, source. Wonderful pistachios, the original plant-based protein.
Verizon
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with America's most awarded network.
I'm on my phone 24/7.
Then, for the first time ever, include Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
We're a big soccer family.
Handmaid's Tale. I love Frozen.
Then give families plans to mix and match, so you only pay for what you need and offer it at a price built for everyone. Plus, get the Samsung Galaxy S25G UW on us when you buy any Note 25G, and $300 when you switch. The network more people rely on gives you more.
21-7, our score.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Hey, here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football, presented by Bud Light Platinum. 15-point game as the rookie Brandon Wright just missed the extra point.
You know that missed extra point is going to haunt him tonight. You know, you're a young guy and you get your opportunity and you come out and you miss an extra point like that. You just don't know how many of those chances you get.
Little pop-up kick. This is Grant to the 25. Let's check out tonight's emotional journey presented by Lexus.
Right now, Jacksonville defensively, they've got to come up and really challenge these receivers, not give them any easy completions to move the chains and come after Fitzpatrick as best you can.
Out to his right. He's been running well all night and just slides with a first down. Flag is down. Back inside the 20. Miles Jack comes out of the pile upset. Don't know if he was held or what. And now Adam Shaheen is down on the sideline.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's a call.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 73, offense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And it was Austin Jackson and Miles Jack. That's why Jack was upset. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, right. Well, Miles Jack has a hold of his face mask, it looked like. And that's what caused the reaction then from Austin Jackson. So now after...
Good to see Shaheen.
Yeah. After a nice gain by Ryan Fitzpatrick on the scramble.
Well, it was after the play, so it just costs field position back to the 25, and it's 1st and 10 again. Fitzpatrick had taken it out to the 40. And on 1st and 10, here's the handoff out to the 29-yard line is Gaskin. So many injuries. Really upsetting so many teams' plans. Drew Lock, Saquon Barkley, torn ACL. McCaffrey is on IR for the moment. We saw Sutton, Anthony Barr out for the year. And then the 49ers, from Garoppolo to Mostert to Tevin Coleman, Nick Bosa out for the year, and Solomon Thomas out for the year, both with torn ACLs.
You know, you're one of these teams like the 49ers, and you have, big aspirations for the season, and you lose one or two key guys like they have, it can change everything. You know, the whole complexity of your football team. And It's a shame. It's a shame to see anybody go down. These guys that aren't able to continue to contribute, what the impact that is then on the team and all those other players that are still out there playing. It's just really unfortunate, but it's just a part of our game.
Here's Gaskin. 3 yards short of a first down. It'll be third down. Tomorrow night on NFL Total Access, host MJ Acosta-Ruiz and a cast of expert analysis, or analysts rather, preview this weekend's action and break down the latest news from around the league. NFL Total Access tomorrow at 7 Eastern, live on NFL Network.
Well, we'll see what Chan Gailey has up his sleeve. Ryan Fitzpatrick, surprisingly, has only thrown 5 passes here in the second half. He's completed them all. They had the turnover, got the short field for the touchdown, but not much offense. And
17 of 19 on the night. This one back to Fitzpatrick. Makes the catch, but brought down by Miles Jack, short of the first down. Jason got his hands up, knocked it into the air. Fitzpatrick caught his own pass.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, he's tucked and run enough times. Why not catch a pass and take off running? Well, they can make it interesting now. 6.5 minutes to go.
Hawk will punt it. Westbrook waiting.
After what I saw on Sunday with the Cowboys, it was 6.5 minutes. Are you kidding me? At all time in the world.
To running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it not free. He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around. Because of what you just said, not got a looser, not to get
46-yard punt. Jaguars back on offense, down by 15.
Always have to protect the football.
5:46 left.
Fucking boom!
Back, baby. I'm up on my game at Best Buy with a big Samsung QLED TV.
You're basically in the hunt. I'm calling plays in the hunt.
I just threw a touchdown.
I just threw 5 touchdowns.
That's a hell of a TV.
Upgrade to a big Samsung QLED from Best Buy. Bring the game home.
Made for the night. Our new McDonald's spicy chicken McNuggets are just the right amount of spicy. A medium Sprite counter spicy. But if you get the mighty hot sauce, well, good luck. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Trying to run for it with Snell.
Man, I think I got my fantasy nights mixed up. Hey, Bill, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You sure? Yeah, Snickers satisfies.
My prescriptions used to be really expensive, but then I went to GoodRx.com.
You put in the drug you're looking for, and bang, you've got half a dozen or more choices in front of you of pricing and locations to get it.
I have good insurance, but with GoodRx, I save even more money.
Go to GoodRx.com and check it out.
Oh no! Another pizza deal that's carry-out only? Introducing the new $10 tastemaker from Pizza Hut. Get any 3 toppings you want delivered for just one easy payment of $10. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Is it too early to start celebrating Halloween?
Well, if you're celebrating by eating Reese's, then no. You're actually late. Not sorry, Reese's.
Damn.
Shine! Welcome to Good Morning Football.
You ready, Kay? Kay, Pete, and Kyle. Together, they're here for football.
Let's get it going, baby!
Good Morning Football. Tomorrow at 7 on NFL Network.
We continue on from Jacksonville, Florida. Fan Camp presented by Visa. Most fans hoping the Dolphins can hang on. 15-point game. From the 21, Minshew throws. Pass is caught. O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 3 Dolphins are there to knock him down, including Kayvon Frazier. We understand from Aaron down on the sideline that Brandon Wright, the rookie kicker, hurt his groin, went into the medical tent, and his return is questionable. And Minshew is sacked. Big sack is Sealer and Agba combined to bring down Minshew all the way back at the 20.
Yeah, really outstanding job with just a four-man rush, and they get two back there. I mean, they're able to win one-on-one matchups up front. That's something that they just have had a hard time doing, but they've done it throughout the night in terms of at least making Minshew move over the spot. That time they get going.
Thompson on third down and 11, knocked out of bounds by Brandon Jones. It'll bring up fourth down and obviously any hope the Jaguars have of coming back. Hinge on this. Or it's 4th and 5.
The Steelers going to get the football first here.
There's Brandon Wright. Logan Cook, the punter, can also kick and would if they need it, and Wright isn't available later. Minshew trying to find some of his magic.
The Steeler offense here about ready for the next drive.
Four-man rush. Minshew flag is down, and so is Minshew. Andrew Van Ginkel. Check the marker. You expect it to be a hold, but we'll see.
Holding. Offense, number 75. The penalties decline. The result of the play is a first down, Miami.
And so the Dolphins take over with under 5 to go, leading by 15, and the Jaguars are 0 for 3 tonight on fourth down tries.
Well, this is encouraging for the Dolphins in being able to generate the pressure that they've been able to, especially here in Van Ginkel. He's able to get by Juwan Taylor and just keep playing. And I know that Brian Flores, was frustrated when we were talking to him. Here he is right here, and he just keeps coming off the edge. And he gets a good push on Juwan Taylor, and Minshew steps up, but Van Ginkel just doesn't stop. And I was saying that Brian Flores, you can hear the frustration in his voice and their inability to get pressure on the quarterback. And I think they've done a lot of good things here tonight. And not giving up the big plays, being able to get after Minshew, not giving up points. This is an offense in Jacksonville that was averaging 28 points a game coming into this, and they have not looked good at all.
Speaking of offense, we should see plenty of it on Sunday on America's Game of the Week on Fox. Late afternoon, and the red-hot Seahawks against the Cowboys coming off that emotional pulling victory out of the jaws of defeat win over Atlanta. We can't wait to get to Seattle to watch these two go at it.
And it seems, Joe, right? I mean, we go into Seattle in the last 3-4 years. Seems like each time we're asking Pete Carroll, man, have you ever seen Russell Wilson playing this well? He's like, no, he's in a groove, And then here he is again this year. I mean, he has just been lighting it up. And DK Metcalf, the night he had against Stephon Gilmore, and I mean, that's big time stuff. That was a fun game to watch the other night. Can't wait for that one on Sunday.
David Bryan came across early. And it is against Jacksonville.
You realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game.
Encroachment. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
You could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Here are the spotlight games for week 3 coming up this weekend and into Monday night. The Raiders, what an impressive win over New Orleans against the Patriots on CBS. We'll have the game. Cowboys and Seahawks on Fox. Packers and Saints on Sunday night on NBC. And then the Ravens and the Chiefs on Monday night on ESPN. Gaskin on 2nd and 5 against 2.
Well, the Packers, the start that they've had, Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones, that's been impressive. And you mentioned that game the other night with Las Vegas Raiders beating the Saints. And, man, I was impressed with what I saw of the Raiders. And they were so physical, the way that they played. And I don't know, it just kind of jumped off the screen watching them. And the way that they finished runs and made the plays. And the call that Gruden made, I mean, that wasn't an easy decision to make there at the end. Going for the long field goal to ice the game and go up 10 points, or do you punt and give the ball back to Drew Brees? That was one of those wins. I'm interested to see where the Raiders end when this season's all said and done. But that's a win that, when you're building something, you can go a long way winning a game like that.
Hey, Lambo 47. Wait, 20.
Third down and 3. Play made. Gaskin brought down by Watson.
My man Dave Moulton over here, he pointed out that the last time John Gruden took a team to Foxborough, a dynasty emerged. Yeah, and he's right. And I don't think Raiders fans want to hear about it. No, that's the old Tuck Rule game. Yes, it was.
It was funny you talking about John Gruden with the camera on Jay Gruden. You know, John's watching his brother coordinate this.
Get the fuck out.
Offense 4th and 2. The offense stays out there. And the play clock winds down to 0 with now under 4 to play. And the field goal unit will come on.
I mentioned earlier about Jay Gruden. And I do think a lot of him and what he does as an offensive coordinator. And I like what I saw when we had Cincinnati games back when he was a coordinator there. And then when he went to Washington, what he was able to do with Kirk Cousins. And, you know, we'll see if in time he gets another opportunity to be a head coach. But if I'm Gardner Minshew, I'm pretty excited about working with Jay Gruden and the precision that he has within the passing game, his understanding of the quarterback play. He's a long-time quarterback, played at Louisville, played in the Arena League. Heck, he was a head coach and a quarterback at one time while he was winning championships in the Arena League.
Miami called a timeout right before the play clock expired. 31-yard try is drilled by Jason Sanders. This is now a 31-13 game. How about this guy? 37, almost 38, playing like a kid. And they love Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's had fun all night, and he's had the better of this matchup with, I guess the beard is going to end up beating the mustache.
I do think a lot of that beard, but I think that's uncomfortable. It looks uncomfortable just when he buckles that chin strap, but you know, I would imagine, I didn't have this happen in my career. I retired after my 12th year, but I would imagine you get to a point. And last year when he was here, they brought in Josh Rosen, and he was going to play, and he did some, and then Fitzpatrick took back over, and now they draft Tua, and he's eventually going to take over. That, you know, I know here a guy from Harvard that he's had a heck of a career, and he's done really well, and I would have to believe you're in your 16th season. You get to a point where, hey, if you're not having fun, why continue to do it? You know, and he definitely is. I think he's got the right mindset, and everyone who's played with him talks about, a lot like Minshew, I guess, that they just love being around him. He makes it interesting for them, and good for him.
Let's look back at some notable NFL beards. We got to start with our guy. TB, Arkansas, Fox Sports, the NFL, his teammate Franco Harris, Jared Allen, Ed Reed.
For the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Play brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run with Hill. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
23-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That
was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
36, Steelers 19. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Washington, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Benny Snell, incomplete. It's 4th down.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. It's the NFL on EA Sports and here in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And right away, he lost the football. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 39.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He's taken
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49.
Damn it.
Line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Kotheone, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. On the return is Cohen. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, you got to pick that.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target. But now it's third down.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to to the ground. This time Montgomery. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake here on first down. That into the hands of his tight end, Holtz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Matt Judon there on the stop.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Hey, CD, let's peer ahead to Week 3 on the NFL slate. I'm looking down at the schedule here, seeing what catches my eye. How about the Rams at Buffalo? That's a pretty good game. A couple of 2-0 teams. Dallas at Seattle. What else do you have?
Well, how about Green Bay at New Orleans on Sunday night? We always talk about quarterback matchups that we'd love to see more of. You don't get to see very often Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees. And
that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 48 yards. Bears can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Got his tight end here. It's Holtz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Trubisky. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This is caught by Ginn. 3 yards remain for second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is...
Are you fucking kidding me?
...well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, Charles, glancing back to week 2 of the NFL, certainly there were a lot of great games. Unfortunately, though, it was a tough day for injuries across the league, and the team probably hit the hardest, the 49ers, losing Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas for the season. They also had Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert also leaving that game, but they were certainly not the only team affected.
And remember, they were already missing George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, right? Those guys didn't even play in that ball game, so this is a team. Richard Sherman, of course, is on IR. They've really struggled in the early going. How about the Giants? Losing the face of their team and Saquon Barkley. Looks like an ACL gone for the season. And Cortland Sutton also done for the season with an ACL with the Denver Broncos. Tough sledding right now. Remember, Drew Lock, the quarterback, also hurt his shoulder in the last ball game.
And then Christian McCaffrey, they're saying likely at least a month for him of being out with that high ankle sprain. I guess maybe, CD, this is a good year to have just that 3-week IR rather than the longer spell.
It certainly is, and when you can have guys who can return faster for you, and you know that really helps the team out in a big way. Unfortunately for the Colts, former first-round pick and safety, starting safety for them, Malik Hooker, the IR won't apply. He's gone for the season with a torn Achilles.
On third down, it's Hill. And he'll lose his yardage here, back at the 47. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Below Nichols. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
What the fuck?
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On second down now, it's Cohen. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
44-yard line. A 3-yard pick.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Bro, block.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right side, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Harrison coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Throwing now is Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This to almost certainly win the football game. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.